All right, there. And out. Hey, wait to see you. It's trying to look good.
Hi, Kris. How are you, Kris? How was the concert? How was the concert?
Oh, I read Caitlin's book.
Stop.
Yeah.
And
She has her thoughts and you have your thoughts, and that's fine. But I do feel like there's a way to tell your side of the story without being so negative. Like everything is always your fault.
absolutely.
I think what she doesn't realize when it says you got all the checks, yeah, it was a household. She never paid a bill from 1972.
Corey Gamble is now making waves in the media with some explosive revelations about Kris Jenner. These aren't just your everyday gossip headlines. The secrets he's unveiling could potentially reshape how we see Kris and her famously influential family. In what many are calling a bold move to reclaim his own reputation, Corey has decided to break his silence. Before we dive into the details, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications to stay updated with all the latest celebrity news and scandals. Now let's unpack this juicy story. For years, Corey Gamble has been seen as the quiet and supportive partner standing by Kris Jenner's side. Among the Kardashians, he's often been perceived as the calm, collected presence in the chaotic whirlwind of fame and media attention. However, behind closed doors, it appears that things haven't been as picture-perfect as they seem. According to Corey, his relationship with Kris has come at a significant personal cost, leading him to finally speak out about what's been happening behind the scenes. Corey's decision to share these secrets didn't come lightly. He reveals that years of being overshadowed by Kris and her family have taken their toll. The constant whispers, endless media scrutiny, and pressure to conform to the family's public image became too much. Corey realized it was time to regain control of his own story. In an exclusive interview, he exposes the inner workings of his relationship with Kris and sheds light on the hidden dynamics within the Jenner-Kardashian empire. One of Corey's most shocking revelations is about Kris Jenner's control, not just over her children's lives and careers, but also over Corey himself. Known as the mastermind behind the Kardashians' success, Kris has a reputation for being a fiercely strategic manager. But Corey paints a more personal picture of her control, alleging that Kris tightly orchestrates the lives of everyone around her. According to Corey, Kris's need for control extends far beyond business decisions. While she's publicly celebrated as a loving mother and matriarch, Corey suggests her private behavior is much more calculated. He describes feeling like a mere accessory in her life rather than a true partner. This imbalance in their relationship created a growing rift between them, making Corey feel more like an outsider than someone integrated into the family. In one of the most startling parts of his interview, Corey reveals details about Kris Jenner's alleged past affairs. While the public is aware of Kris's marriages to Robert Kardashian and Caitlyn Jenner, Corey claims that there are hidden layers to her romantic history. He alleges that Kris had a secret affair during their relationship, which blindsided him and left him questioning her loyalty and honesty. This revelation not only shook Corey's trust in Kris, but also raised eyebrows within the Kardashian family. Corey suggests that even some of the Kardashian siblings had suspicions about Kris's past relationships and how they might have been hidden from public view. While Kris has always presented a flawless public image, Corey's account indicates that things behind the scenes are far from perfect. Another major accusation Corey makes is about Kris's ability to manipulate situations to her advantage. He claims she's not only a master at managing her children's careers, but also at controlling the media narrative to ensure her own success. From using the family's fame to carefully crafting public personas for her children, Kris reportedly knows how to make the spotlight work in her favor. Corey also alleges that Kris applies these same tactics in her personal life. Whether it's keeping him in line or ensuring her relationships remain strategically beneficial, Corey suggests that Kris's influence is all-encompassing. This manipulation, he says, has left him feeling used and undervalued. Corey describes feeling like a pawn in Kris's grand plan rather than an equal partner. Despite publicly supporting her, he reveals that privately he often felt excluded from the family's inner circle. He claims that he was rarely involved in major decisions and was kept at arm's length when it came to the family dynamics. This treatment reportedly made Corey feel like more of an employee than a boyfriend. He describes a relationship where his role was largely to support Kris's image and brand, rather than to be a true companion. Over time, this dynamic wore him down, ultimately leading him to speak out. Throughout his revelations, Corey highlights a stark contrast between the public and private versions of Kris Jenner. In the public eye, she's seen as a savvy businesswoman and a devoted mother who puts her family first. But behind the scenes, Corey suggests she's a strategic operator who prioritizes her own success and control above all else. He claims that while Kris is often praised for being the momager who launched her children's careers, few people understand the personal sacrifices and strained relationships that come with her relentless drive for power and influence. Corey's decision to expose these details is undoubtedly bold, and the fallout is likely to be significant. By pulling back the curtain on the Kardashian-Jenner empire, Corey is challenging one of the most carefully maintained public images in Hollywood. The question now is, how will Kris Jenner respond? For now, Corey seems resolute in his decision to reclaim his narrative and share his side of the story. His revelations offer a glimpse into the high-pressure world of celebrity life and the personal costs of living in the shadow of such a powerful figure. Whether you believe his account or not, one thing is clear: this story is far from over. Corey Gamble has recently revealed shocking details about his time with Kris Jenner, and it's changing the way many people view his role in the Kardashian-Jenner family. While most assumed Corey was just the quiet, supportive partner in the background, he claims his reality was much different. According to Corey, he was often pushed aside and manipulated to fit into Kris's grand plan. This paints a picture of Kris as someone who doesn't just manage her children's careers, but also carefully orchestrates her relationships to maintain her powerful position in the public eye. After spending years in the Kardashian-Jenner world, Corey says he's finally had enough. He's reached a point where he feels it's time to speak out and share his truth, even if it means going against someone he once deeply cared for. Corey admits that part of his motivation for speaking out is to clear his own name. He's grown tired of being seen as just the quiet boyfriend and wants people to understand what his relationship with Kris was really like. However, he insists that his decision isn't about seeking revenge. For Corey, this is about reclaiming his voice and telling his side of the story in a world where his reputation has often been overshadowed by the Kardashian-Jenner fame machine. Corey is fully aware that his decision to expose these secrets could come with serious consequences. He knows it might mean the end of his relationship with Kris, and it could also damage his own reputation further. Despite these risks, Corey says he's ready to face whatever comes next as long as the truth is out there. He feels this step is necessary, even though it could completely alter his life. As expected, Kris Jenner hasn't made a public statement about Corey's revelations yet. However, sources close to her have shared that she's deeply upset by his decision to speak out. Kris has always been known for her ability to control the public narrative surrounding her family. Having someone like Corey, who has been close to her for years, share such personal details is a significant blow to her carefully maintained image. Fans and the public are eagerly waiting to see how Kris will respond. Will she try to discredit Corey's claims, or will she attempt to resolve things privately? It's also unclear how this situation will impact the Kardashian-Jenner family as a whole. Corey's revelations have created a massive wave of public reaction, and people are divided over whether his allegations are true. Some believe Kris's power and influence will help her recover from this scandal, while others think this might be the beginning of the end for her empire. Among Corey's most shocking allegations are claims about Kris's secret relationships during their time together. While Kris's past marriages to Robert Kardashian and Caitlyn Jenner are well documented, Corey alleges that Kris had an affair while they were dating. He says this revelation came as a complete surprise to him and made him question the foundation of their relationship. Corey's claims suggest that Kris's image as a loyal and loving partner may not be as genuine as it appears to the public. This alleged affair has not only shaken Corey's trust in Kris, but has also raised questions within the Kardashian-Jenner family itself. Corey says that even some of Kris's children had doubts about certain aspects of her past relationships. While Kris has always maintained a flawless public persona, Corey's comments hint that her private life may be far more complicated than anyone realized. Corey also accuses Kris of being a master manipulator, someone who knows exactly how to use her influence to her advantage. He claims she's skilled at controlling the narrative, whether it's about her family's public image or her own personal life. According to Corey, Kris often pushes her children into situations that benefit her brand, making calculated moves to ensure the family stays at the top of the entertainment world. This level of control, Corey says, extends into her romantic relationships as well. In his relationship with Kris, Corey reveals he often felt like a supporting player in her grand plan rather than an equal partner. He describes being treated more like a prop in her life, someone who was expected to support her publicly while being kept at a distance privately. He says he was never fully included in the family's decisions or dynamics, which left him feeling isolated and undervalued. Corey's decision to share these details has sparked mixed reactions from the public. Some people sympathize with him, believing he was mistreated and silenced for too long. They see his actions as a brave attempt to take a stand for himself. Others, however, question his motives and timing. Critics argue that Corey might be speaking out now as a way to get back at Kris or gain attention. Regardless of the differing opinions, it's clear that Corey is no longer content to stay in the background of the Kardashian-Jenner story. As for Kris, it remains to be seen how she'll navigate this crisis. Her power and experience in handling scandals might help her recover, but this situation is unlike anything she's faced before. Fans are wondering if she'll be able to protect her reputation, or if this could mark a turning point in her carefully managed empire. Meanwhile, Corey's future is uncertain. By sharing these revelations, he stepped out of the shadow of the Kardashian-Jenner brand. But it's unclear what this new chapter will look like for him. Whether people believe he's taking a stand for himself or accuse him of seeking revenge, one thing is undeniable. Corey Gamble is no longer just a quiet, background figure in the Kardashian-Jenner saga. So, what do you think about Corey's decision to reveal these secrets about Kris Jenner? Was he right to speak out, or should he have stayed silent? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to Celeb Scratch for more updates on this story and other celebrity news.